grievance redressal system. Under the dynamic leadership of Sir, proud to share with you that during his tenure, we have increased the capacity of our national consumer helpline fourfold. So that is one remarkable achievement, and we have broad-based the manner a consumer can access the services of the NCH. One can now do it through online, through an app, or through a web chat, or the conventional system of pick up a phone, and we have shortened the code also 14404. So these are various ways one can access the system. Earlier, it used to take about 4-5 minutes to get your turn. Now it is hardly 1 minute. So that's one remarkable achievement I can share with you. And the second development has been convergence platform. Yes, I call, but what if I don't get any help from the consumer line? I will not call again. It's a waste of my time. So we are working with the companies to come to our convergence platform. More than 230 companies are already there. The benefit is mutual. For a consumer, immediately he can get past the front desk. Every company definitely has a customer care, but the difficulty of penetrating the front desk, as Sir has just said, is very, very onerous. So at a relatively senior level person at the company will come, and then he will attend to the grievance if it comes to the National Consumer Helpline. So they agreed, they are entered into an MOU with our executive agencies, which is the IAPA. Then they give a preferential treatment to the consumer. So people are taking the benefit of it. At the back end, what do we do? Our NCS people have a robust back end team. They monitor the progress. The success rate is about, see, at the moment, out of every 100 complaints we get, about 35 roughly are accounted by these convergence companies. We want to slowly increase to 50 in the near future, 50% at least, and slowly increase furthermore. Then success rate is 70 to 80%. Success rate of resolution. Mind you, resolution in a judicious manner. It's not that we don't count it as a success only if the consumer gets fully satisfied. That's not something which government should be promising it. Sometimes consumer may be wrong. So the resolution, that is the judicial manner. Then we slowly move to alternate dispute resolution. As Chairman Tricer has said, when it comes to telecom, the difficulty is high volume, low value. People don't find any incentive to go to the three-tier quasi-judiciary fora, right? So the 2-3 ways one can do it. So we have developed an online mediation center. In the bill which we are going to, we have taken to the Parliament. We have statutorily given recognition to the mediation as an ADR. So at the moment, the e-commerce and then maybe the telecommerce people can use that OCM online mediation system, OCMC, and then in future it will be a statutory means by which one can access these systems. So that's one thing, and otherwise we support the VCOs, voluntary consumer organizations, through our consumer welfare fund, where we get to know the voice of the consumer. So these are various things we do. And as Sir has already pointed out, we are revamping the system. We are going to looking forward to a CCPA authority, which is a potent authority, which will look into the unfair trade practices and misleading advertisements, among various other things. So again, the bill is in an advanced stage of consideration, I could say. and monsoon session, in all likelihood, it's going to be enacted, and quickly, even when the bill stage itself, we are compiling information from various countries. Like when we talk of CCPA, we have FTC of USA, ACCC of Australia, and National Consumer Agency of Japan, and NCAC of Japan, and various other models in mind. So we are studying that. So that the moment the act, because quite often what happens is after the act, it takes quite a lot of time to get implemented, because the rules have to be in place. The time allowed is 6 months, but we hope to frame it before that given time. So that's where we'd like to make it the consumer, the legislative framework in this country, in the consumer law, really potent, contemporary, and effective. Now comes to a few things about your observations about the present topic. Yes, consumer broadband labels. What we find is voice traffic will increasingly give way to data traffic. Of course, everyone in the room knows how quickly, how rapidly. It is very rapid, and OTT services nowadays, the access to those services are much more than what we thought. Recently, if you see the penetration, even everyone uses them to connect with the person in the remotest corners of this country. WhatsApp, for example, is something. In that scenario, people and the revenue models are also changing, rapidly changing to this. Maybe in next 3 years, my guess is next 3-4 years, the data will be, data bill will be mostly 80%. Good. I don't know whether there is some studies, but my personal example, I can do that. So there, what are the challenges? When we said, I listed 6 rights: education and information. People are not yet aware. I was looking into FCC practices, Federal Communication Commission of USA, the labeling requirement they have. One point they, so I think your study also might address that, is network management practices is something which has to be shared with the consumer. You know, today, when I look at my WhatsApp or something, there are always some messages coming. In fact, this WhatsApp itself is a big useful tool for me to get information. They say that don't open GIF. Every day morning I get morning greetings. So GIF बहुत ज़्यादा लगता है इसमें आपका जो डाउनलोड करने में जानबूझकर ये कंपनी वाले करते हैं कि maybe true, maybe not true. So then, but that's the only way of I knowing it. तो JPG में करो तो फिर ठीक है, और आप खुद भी नहीं भेजो. You are in a way helping. You are yourself helping the companies to this thing. See, as you just said in the morning, there are in energy sector, in transport sector, we have models. We have gas guzzling SUVs, right? There's a campaign against it. We have a 1-star, 3-star, 5-star rating in the energy meters. But what about this? This is something which we do not yet know. What are the data guzzling applications? Should the consumer not know about it? So that's definitely an idea where we would like to work with, and then today's inputs which we get, I'm sure they will share your report. So that can be part of our campaign. Incidentally, we also have a campaign going safe digital. That is with Google. We have a microsite. Only that's where we will keep it. Then second thought, whether it is broadband label or anything. See, second, I will just the 4 of them. I'll just complete and conclude. So usually it's a common sense. There are no free lunches. But still, I hope that everything is free and I expect free. Then there are hidden costs. There are fine prints submerged in reams of paper. So again, the challenge is both for the government, for the VCOs mostly, more than the government, to tell the people, like you have testing, like not so much cuts, but voice and CRC and CAI Chennai, they do testing, product testing. When you do product testing and rank it, rate it, and tell the people something. So this is also a field. So what are the hidden messages? What is it one I should be able to see in a simple language? Decode it, demystify it, and tell the consumer that when you click, you have to look into this. And I'll say a small anecdote because Mr. Sharma said it, because WhatsApp, nobody said and all that. But I don't so much get aggrieved because the same WhatsApp told me you didn't censor it. The same WhatsApp conversation told me if you are, because you created such of urgency in rush. I'm not telling you, just happened to be your company, but no offense. So then, see, you said okay, immediately update security classification, you do it. But the same thing, I'm grateful to the same WhatsApp. In our group, somebody said, even if you have to click it, this is the way you can get over it. Remove that option, so your data will not be shared with the Facebook. You did not censor it. So I believe that OTT also, it has become so same. So it has so many pluses. This new age technology has so many pluses. One has to know, and who will tell that? VCO. So my penultimate point I wanted to make: VCOs may not be having such an VCOs may work collectively with the industry and educate the consumers that yes, harness the benefits of the new age technologies, and this is the way you can see, you can read to the fine print, you have an informed choice. Right to choice is one of the rights. Informed choice, help the consumers get into the informed choice. My final point is, consumer broadband labels also, and generally also, to the companies and to the VCOs. See, many times, of course, again thanks to the new age technologies only, we know what's happening in the world. Many times we get a feeling, because earlier I used to see, but then now with the present job I see it more. See that I get a information that a consumer, same product, identical product. Just couple of days I had a argument with one of the MNCs. Indian consumer को सस्ते क्यों आंक रहे हो भाई? Same product, right? Same thing. You have a different standards of customer care. You have a different grievance redressal mechanism. But when it comes to Indian consumers, you have a differential standard and a lesser standard. How can you have it? If you have it, and if I am imposing something, please don't comply, firstly. And to the VCOs, in some finally about the low cost, low value, high volume and low value things. The problem is there is a tool. Even if I am losing 100 rupees and everyone in this room is 100 rupees, but there are 5 lakh people losing 100 rupees each, the class action suits. That is the way forward in future. I sincerely urge the VCOs, please utilize that mechanism. If you want to do some research and group together people, you have plenty of examples in USA. So please do that. And then, so the real deterrent is a class action suit, more than 1 crore in NCDRC, will be a real deterrent against an unfair trade practice. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Sastry.